Hello. All right, here we go. Wondering why the sound wasn't coming through. Right. So today's project, a little wheel that spins, and I gotta be honest, I already made the majority of the stuff for it. I've already got the model for the wheel, and if you don't think it looks too great, well, it's because I made it, and I'm not exactly a builder. And for other things, there's the button at the bottom. It's a bit of a proximity prompt, but then you know a custom pop up there, and you press E, and it pops in. The spinning wheel was just a visual, but thus far I've gotten most of. Oh right, yeah. I'm just gonna teleport out of here. But I got most of the stuff done already. Like for example the buying of these. This was the easy part, so I just thought I'd get it out of the way. Buying spins and such. I already had all the systems in place for that, so I thought, why not? Also, this is cosmetic, and this is not supposed to happen while they interact with the spinning wheel, so I'll get that solved real quick. But we've also got the spin button, and as you can see right here, it's already firing some invalid. Don't mind that. Some invalid functions down here. Let's go ahead and exit that. Also, since last time, completed the levels GUI, the pets, which are can't really buy right now because I don't got any gold. But what else? Oh yeah, this thing now actually only shows you rewards that you can buy. There's a bit of a glitch if you unlock all of them. Look at this. Look at all of them. And there's reward in NA and NA. Right. It's probably some math mistake that happens because there is no more reward, so it gets confused. But we will probably fix that today, so no worries about that. Oh, let's see. All right. Should probably get the chat up and running and everything. All right. It is running. All right, awesome. So I will go ahead and start working on this. But okay, so here's the thing. I actually did get to the point where I will start giving people rewards for stuff they do. And right now, I just thought I would I brought everything into a module by itself. I was cluttering in here a little bit, so I thought, nah, let's get it out of here. There we go. And we'll require this. I'm not entirely sure what I'll use the wheel module for. Probably nothing. So I will give it a little underscore right there that then silences the type checker. It's pretty good. Then I will gates. And then all the data is going to be up here, right? So, and I'm going to put down local rewards equals, and then we're going to start building on top of that. So now we should probably come up with some rewards. But I want certain amount, like I want some rarities of this. Right now, I'm kind of stuck on like having a tier system. So you have like let's say 4 different tiers, right? And it takes 3 of the lowest. It like takes 2 of the middle. No, it's nah. Well, we can have like 3 tiers, right? Common, rare, and legendary, or something like that. And then the common ones, you get like 5 or 6 rewards on the board. And then yeah, 5 rewards on the board, and then you get 2 rare, and then you get 1 legendary, because remember it's got 8 sides to it, so that's probably possible. If you hear me stop talking and once in a while. It's because I'm drinking water. I'm being a healthy human, which is ridiculous, but I'll deal with it. All right, so we're gonna get common. We're gonna get rare, and we're gonna get legendary. I could also make this easier on myself and just scrap this. And then, all right, look at this, look at this, look at this. I'm gonna put in rewards. I'm gonna make a new table for this, and then I'm gonna call this raw rewards. It's gonna make sense in a second. Then I will create a type. Yeah, sure. And this will, the raw reward right here will contain a reward. That means I actually don't have to number this, which is great, because I don't like that. I don't like numbering stuff. So, right now, we've got the reward. What we need now is an example. We need the first item on the list as a name. So, oh, whoops. Name string. Then we have weight, because I will do a weight system. So let's say there's like 5 or 6 commons. Those commons can have different weights depending on how often I want people to get these. This might become a little bit of a balancing act. Wow, my English has never been better. A bit of a balancing act, but I hope we're gonna pull through that one. So we've got the name, we've got the weight. What else? So spin around. And then we get the type, which can be either common or rare or legendary. As a matter of fact, I think we're gonna make this this type right here. We're gonna make this a global type, because I'm assuming we're gonna be using this a lot throughout the project. There we go. And we've got okay, so I'm just gonna start building the object over here. And we're gonna do 50 coins. So that's obviously it's not very great. And let's see. So we're gonna do weight, and the weight's gonna be, let's just say it's around 100, right? We're gonna, like, this one is gonna be pretty common. So we're gonna add the, yeah. I'm rambling. And then we're gonna say this one is common. Okay, so now we've got one object in here, okay? So now we're gonna do the, no, we're gonna do the reward sorter. So what this is gonna do is it's gonna go through every single object here in raw rewards, do, and then it's gonna go into reward. Actually, now that we're at it, common equals array, rare equals array, and legendary equals array. So cool, we've got that settled. We're gonna take the rewards, and then we're gonna say reward.type equals, and then we're literally just we're just binding it to reward like this. Yeah, sure. There we go. And that way, I don't have to manually put them in there. And I also send the information to the client. So it's like I'm killing 2 birds with the stone without actually killing any birds because, you know, birds are pretty. And they shit on my car. Like, I don't get that. Come on, guys. I just washed it. But no. No, the birds are shitters. That's just great. When the birds does it, it's natural, and I go to a car wash. If I do it, it's unnatural, and I go to a police station. It's dumb. Right. So we've got one. We should probably make another one. So we're making another common one. This is gonna be 150 coins. We should probably make like 3 or 4 of these coins ones. Weight's gonna be like 80. I don't want to make it too uncommon. It's still better than the 51, but yeah. All right, and then we're gonna do name equals 200 coins. Because why? Actually, you know what? 500 coins. We're doing 500 coins. Weight is gonna be like 50-ish, and the type is gonna be I'd say still common because we're still in the 50s, right? If you go, actually, I'm just gonna copy this. If you go down here, we could say, what do we say? What are we saying here? Oh, I just remembered something. I should probably add a sorting mechanism for the names as well. So I'm making if you don't know what do does, it basically creates a scope. And within that scope, the garbage collector has a very easy time whenever it exits this. It has a very easy time actually collecting the variables that are no longer being used in here. Also, you can't access them outside, which, you know, it kind of limits it. So I can actually make a variable in here called taken names, right? It's just gonna be an array of names here. We're gonna have a string and we're gonna have true value because it's a hash map. It's faster to look up. We're gonna do a if taken names reward dot name. Then the name's already taken, right? So we're doing a warning, basically saying reward. Actually, no, wheel. Yep, that's it. Ward name already name duplicate, and then we're typing in the name reward dot name. And then we're just going to type in continue, so it actually skips that step, and it continues on. And right below it, taken names, reward dot name equals true. There you go. So now it sets the value to true whenever it passes the name, and then it applies the code, then it applies that thing right there. And then what? Oh, right. And then it loops right back through, and if it finds the same name again, it'll warn me, which is the very important part because I want to know. And then it's going to continue moving. That is amazing. I could test it, but I have faith in my own ability to code this simple of a filter. Right, 1,500 coins. We're gonna obviously add a comma in there. The weight here is gonna be like 20, and it's gonna be rare. So this actually already it creates the first rare one we've got. And as a matter of fact, I am gonna divide them up like this, but it's just for and just, you know, so I have an easier time looking at them. All right. What now? Oh, right. I forgot one thing. I'm not sure if I can have this in here. It's basically the execution thing, the thing that bollocks. You know what? I'm gonna do type to and I can combine these things and call what do you call it? Claim callback, right? And that is a function that takes in a player variable and returns just nil. So I don't change the type of the reward, but I do add the claim callback, which is gonna help me you know, give the players what they want or what they deserve. Can I just do this? And no, I cannot. All right, fine. And we're putting the player in there. And then we're gonna do a little bit of mental gymnastics here. Player data module equals require server module folder dot. Why am I doing that again? Apparently I've already done that. Player data equals player data module dot new player, right? Player data dot. Actually, get player data. There you go. Oh no, player data increment coins. There you go. That is perfect. I'm just gonna copy this down and this right here for the coins is gonna be the easiest change I've ever made because it's just changing a few variables. But when it comes down to something like a pet or something, that's gonna get a little more difficult. I'm gonna add another coin one. It's gonna be rare. And the idea of this is basically it's just gonna scramble itself. Like it's just gonna I'm gonna scramble this. Oh, and hopefully that's gonna be enough, but all right. 2,500, the weight's gonna be 15, it's rare. All right. We're moving into the legendaries now, folks. We're doing 8,000 coins. That's legendary. And the weight is 5. And you see, the lower they get, the harder it is to get the item. So I'm assuming here that very few people are gonna get that one. And even fewer are going to get 12,000 coins, which is going to be at weight 2. And I'm actually going to add another one here. Oh, wait, I need the underscores here. Makes it a lot easier to read. And then we're doing the weight of 1. And we're putting it at 25,000 coins. Some generous. I mean, I didn't see that. So, legendaries. We've got 3 legendaries, 2 rares, and 3 commons. That is not the division I want, but we'll see. If we just print out the rewards now, we'll add a tag to it so I can. So I'll just there you go, and play. Wait, did I forget? Yeah, I definitely forgot. Sorry. Yep, that's about right. And then we play it, and it should give me the variables I'm looking for. Common. Okay, that's unfortunate because I certainly I certainly forgot something. Hold on. This function right here. Yeah, no, I messed that up pretty bad. It should be a table.insert like this, and then it should be this thing and reward. We remove this. Right, good thing I tested that before I went, you know, balls deep into this. What's the variable say? Okay. All right, here we go. So it's actually sorting them now. That's cool. And if I end up going in here and saying, oh, but I forgot to change the name, you know? Like I go in here and I create a 50,000 coin one, but I don't change the name of it. What is it going to do then? I will see the error message, right? Yeah, reward name duplicate, 25,000 coins. Good. I won't see it immediately, but I will see it if I, when I start, you know, if I release it, it'll pop up a lot. I probably should create some print function that's more for development and stuff like that, but I really don't want to. Um, hmm. All right, so kind of wondering here. What should I add for these top? Like, I need more commons, right? Like, I can't just keep going and just keep making legendaries because there's gonna be so many legendaries if I keep going like that. I don't want to add a legendary to every wheel spin because it's gonna feel like, well, maybe I should. Hmm, maybe I should. All right. Yeah, sure. I guess the I can make a randomizer tell me if how many legendaries and how many rares I'm gonna get. It would be heavily favored towards one legendary and two rares, but it wouldn't be unspeakable that I'd get two or three rares and two legendaries and one. That would actually be pretty cool. And I could recolor the wheel. Hold on. Actually, let me just not open up my mail and dox myself. Right. So I could color the numbers on the wheel, and they will represent being it being like legendary, rare, common. Common is just white, and rare is blue. Legendary is well, this sort of orange here, maybe a little bit more yellow. Sure, I'll go for that. Actually, you know what? I'm adding another one of these coins things because they're easy to add, and also they certainly. Sorry, I just heard something. I'm like 90% sure that was a car. You know, just in case. Just in case. I'm gonna go check. Yeah. Right, I'm just putting this on the screen for you guys. Be right back. All right. Well, I heard a big thump, and I was just thinking, you know, just in case. I'll go give it a check. But as usual, it's just my paranoia self thinking, oh, something's breaking in. No, probably just a truck driving over something outside. But okay, back to it. We've got another common here. I don't think I can stretch this common thing anymore because it's well, yeah, no, hold on, I can. By adding 1,000 coins. Don't worry, if this becomes too much, I'll remove some of these, but it's more or less just to make sure that I have enough of these to test it, to like to have something to do, right? There we go. I just had to write a little chat message. Not that anyone's gonna read it, but it is what it is. I would be here either way. So the 1,000 coins right there. That's the last common coin thing I'm going to be making, but I will be making a few other things, like, for example, getting your spins back. Like, I feel like spins should be should also be a part of this. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, with the wheel right now, we don't really have anything like spin like you know, yeah, we don't have anything for the spins. We don't have anything to give them spins right now. We have the... Well, no, we do. We do have something to give them spins. I totally forgot about the reward system. Yeah. Okay, so we do have spins. Totally forgot about those. But they are... I want them to be able to get spins through spinning, but it will be very few. Like, I'm not gonna flood it like I did with the coins. I will have a well, one right here. It's gonna be 5 spins. That's gonna have a weight of like, I'd say 60. It should be pretty common to get this thing. Increment spins 5. All right, so we've got one of these. We should probably add another like 3 or so. I'm adding another common one. 10 spins. That's going to be, well, I'm going to add it at 40 weight, and it's going to be common, and it's going to be... spins. Not me not being able to count there. Don't worry about that. Don't you worry about that. Though I am a little bit worried. Because my rare thing here is smaller than my legendaries. I don't think I'm going to make any legendary spins. I think that might be a little overboard. You know what? I'm changing these values. I'm changing this to 2 spins. And 4 spins. Actually 5. I like the number 5. And... well... see, that really depends on how overpowered I'm making the spins. Like, if I make them super overpowered and, like, you can never not get something that's more worth more than whatever else you could get in the game, then I don't see a reason for me to do this. I should probably downgrade my spins a little bit. Or reduce the amount of spins I give out. I think I'd probably go with the second option, because nobody likes sitting there spinning, like, well, maybe gambling addicts might, like, you know, spinning 30, 40 times. But honestly, I'm not expecting gambling addicts to be my main... well... The thoughts in my head are dangerous. Like, you know, the question, how much does kids gamble? But you know, it's supposed to be at 0, but it's definitely not. I've seen CS:GO, and most of those are just grown children anyway. All right, and 20 spins. It's gonna be at a weight of around 30. And I am adding this thing. And by the way, the more I add of this stuff, the like the more I add of the weight, the less common certain things will be. Like these things down here being at 1, these are never going to be drawn, like almost never. If you get one of these, you're going to be posting screenshots. That's the kind of thing. I will make some sort of calculator. It's a pretty quick project, but a quick calculation of each item and how low the percentage of getting that item is. Now, again, you are going to be sharing weight with 7 other objects. So if you're at 0, no, sorry, if you're at 1 weight, you're going to have less than a percentage chance to get drawn in most cases. Unless, of course, there's not a single one with 100 on it. Like if you get like 3 commons from this side of the pool, you'd be at, nope, that would still be a below 1% chance. All right, I might be making a bit of a crazy wheel system here. I might add a little bit to the legendaries here, but we'll see when that we'll cross that bridge when we get there, right? So shit, I forgot where I got to. Oh right, I got finished with the spins. Now. The next one. What's the next one? That is quite curious. I'm imagining pets because I have 2 pets that are given out through the wheel, and it is Gumdrop, this little fellow right here, and we've got Donut, if I could spell it right, or maybe I spelled it wrong before. Did I? Hold on. The council says it's spelled correctly. It's Donut. So those 2, the Donut's gonna be legendary. I know that already, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make Gumdrop a rare, just so people have a chance of getting a pet in a wheel from off of release. Like I will add more further down the line, I hope. I'm saying that assuming that the game's gonna do well, but we'll see. Maybe not. I'm gonna put it down here. So we're gonna do the Donut pet, right? And the weight of this thing is gonna be like, it's also gonna be 1. Actually, 2. Like it is. Oh no, wait a minute. I am lying. I am lying right now because there are more wheel obtainable pets. Look at this. Look at this. Wheel unlockable mouse, snowman, candy stack. Yeah, no, the gumdrop and the donut, those are Roblox items, but you know what? I'm adding them to the wheel anyways. I will be setting them at 1, but they will be attainable. Imagine if someone gets it through this, they're gonna be over the moon about it. That would be great. I forgot how I did this. Actually, I'm pretty sure I did it through a separate module, didn't I? Yeah, no, I did. All right. I'll local pets equals require server module folder dot pets. Yep. And pets. And I'll say add pet. Oh, but what if they already have the pet? I'll add a cash prize if they successfully land this thing. I will have to add a cash prize. It would be insane if they hit this. Okay. So come on. If pets has pet player and it's a donut, then we will say, oh, okay, you have the pet reward coins instead. So player data increment coins. Actually, you know what? Like so. And the amount's gonna be 15,000. Because I'm just saying, like, there is such a small chance of getting this that you will have to just... You would have to be unlucky to get this while actually having the pet. If they do not have the pet, we will add the pet. Cool. So that is no way of going wrong, I hope. So now we're doing the gumdrop, exact same way. And it's the... It's not actually going to be the same weight here. We're going to add this to 2, and we're going to set this at 10,000 instead, because I'm actually like 90% sure that gumdrop is less expensive Robux-wise. So therefore, I am not adding more value to him than necessary. Ba, ba, ba. Begging you. I think I heard that song one too many times. You know, like it just kept on going on repeat and I couldn't really avoid it. Okay, so we've got 2 pets figured out, but we need the rest, right? We need the do I have like a list? I do have a list somewhere. Oh, right. Here. Oh boy. Guess I gotta go through them, right? Unlock type. Actually, you know what? Like so, there's 3 of them: Candy Stack, Mouse, and Snowman. So that's the 3 we saw before. Okay, so the mouse is gonna be mouse and the snowman are gonna be common, and the candy stack is gonna be rare. That's how I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Actually, no, that's not legendary. Go away. I'm kind of wondering here if I should start spreading this out in certain modules, because I feel like this would be... The data would still be the same if it was spread out over several modules, but it would be more... I'm not sure how to put it exactly, but it would be more like... Oh, shit. I don't know. I don't know the word for it. Okay, so we're gonna start with the mouse, I believe. Yeah, the mouse, because he's at the layout order 4, so he's like at the top somewhere. Oh, wow, I have totally forgotten where it is. Oh, I am in the right spot. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm dumping this. Well, I thought I was dumping that. I guess I wasn't. Claim this. There we go. And drop it up here. We're calling it mouse pet. It's the mouse. And mouse. And no, we're not incrementing it with 15,000. We're incrementing it with 800. And we're setting the weight at... let's just say 40, like the one above. And we're taking this, popping it down 2 squats, and we're taking the snowman. I believe that's the index 8. Yes, he is, indeed. He's going to be like twice as difficult to get, therefore he's going to be double the money. Actually, a little bit more than double the money. Okay. And the third one is gonna be candy stack. I hope that is actually what I put in the ad pet, because I totally forgot how I did that. Candy stack, yeah, in 2 separate words. And there's no pets module in here. Pets. Here we go, pretty boy. Add pets. Oh, right. The pet info module actually gathers all the data for me. Let's see. It's right below it. Come on. Starts with the same letter. Oh, and the candy stack. Right. I actually gotta... Oh, no. These are all red legendaries. No. They're definitely not legendaries. Please throw an error. Oh, come on. That is valid? Why is that... Bro. Yo. Why is that valid? Look at this. It genuinely just... It just straight to... Yeah, I'm giving up. Yep. All right. Oh, sorry. Rare. And I'm dragging this down to the rare spot. Right above the legendaries. Gain stack is a rarity of... Okay, I totally messed this up. There's common inside of the rares. Oh, there's another one. Oh, no. I meant for those to be rares. I know I left one, but honestly, let's just leave it. If the reward dot type is not equal to common and reward dot type is not equal to rare, I'm going to do the exact same thing I did up here, but just a different warning message so I can differentiate between them. All right, cool. I'm getting a little drowsy from this. It's just data entry at this point. But I added all the pets that are available to the wheel. I added the weights, the names, the types. So what's after that? What's after that? Okay, I'll accept this as my my test data. Just submit it, save it, get it out of there. Okay, I've got the data. Now here it comes the funny bit. I actually have to randomize the rewards that I give like every hour. That's what I've decided. And see, I'm not sure if I want all servers to have the same rewards, but I feel like that would be more work than it's worth, so I'm not going to do that. I will have it so that every server has different rewards, which might bite me in the ass later because it might shorten my session time a lot. Like it might make people just jump from server to server to find out what the you know, see if they can find the stuff that they're looking for. On the other hand, when they find a server that's got what they're looking for, they're not going to leave it for that hour that the whale is, you know, refreshing for. Oh, I didn't add the game that I'm developing on here. Let's see, Roblox, not Roblox, Roblox. Yes, the 2006 one. I think it's catching up to that. Right, good. Good, good, good. I'm getting a bunch of warnings about my streaming strength, like how much data I'm uploading. I should be uploading more data apparently. Which is quite weird. Hmm. Oh, I didn't. Yeah. I have my computer sounds turned off, but I'm checking the sound on the stream to make sure that I don't sound like, you know, a robot or something, but it's fine. It's pretty good. It was more of an excuse to just zone out for a second. Right. So down here, reward randomizer. So this is where the magic happens, right? I will make this I tried to include the number one because it makes it easier for me to spot when I'm just my you know, my eyes are falling down upon the page. And ba ba bam. Oh, not that again. Begging, begging you. Put your love in. Oh my. Will I get copyright struck for that for singing it? I don't think so, right? Like that's considered a cover. We recommend that use a bit speed. Oh, okay. Well, I will immediately up my bit speed apparently because they do not think I'm using enough power, enough of my power to stream apparently. Bit rate. I'll put it at 6,200 as requested. I'm just saying, if this starts lagging, I will be thoroughly disappointed in YouTube. Reward randomizer. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna move this to the top because no, I'm not, because that's stupid. This is basically the top of all the functions that's gonna happen anyway. So here is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have a function randomize rewards, right? This one's gonna randomize all the rewards. Duh. And then we're gonna do a task.spawn. We're gonna create a different thread here, and I'm gonna do task.wait. And actually, no, hold on. I'm gonna do while true to. I'm doing a loop. Task.wait, and we do. Well, that's 3600. That's an hour in seconds, and then after that hour, it's going to do randomize rewards, right? Actually, as a matter of fact, to make this even less, or even more efficient, I'm just going to put it up front. That way, I don't have to call it before this happens, and then I can just let it run on its own. So here's what we're going to do, okay? We're going to randomize the rarities, or whatever. I might have misspelled that. I'm sorry if I did. Let's see. Okay, so I will have rarities equals common equals 0. Oh, oops, 0. Rare equals 0, and legendary equals 0. So we're gonna put down like a bottom line. We're gonna have at least one legendary, at least 2 rares, and whatever falls in between is just gonna be, you know, whatever. Yeah, whatever. So I'm not sure if I can do this. Actually, hold on. All right, I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna make a little more of a simplified version of this, but it's quicker and it's, well, I can always rethink it later. Right down here, we're gonna do a random if math.random is above, let's say 0.8, 0.8, right? Then it's gonna add another legendary, right? Rarities dot legendary plus equals 1. Rarities dot common minus equals 1. Okay, so it flattens it out. If math.random is above 0.6, then it will add another rare. And I am just going to do that. I can probably make a few more scenarios happen by just having one random number and just going through an if list, but at this point I think this is just fine enough. So right now, now I have to create an array that I will be setting as the actually the dynamic variables are supposed to be below this thing. And what we call it? We're calling it the current rewards equals well, nil because we got nothing. And we'll add a types dot reward like so. And right down there here in the bottom, see, here's the thing. I could just loop through the rarities thing and math at random my way through it. Should I do that? Okay, let's try this. Find rewards. Local chosen rewards, right? And then we equals and then we're doing the this thing, right? It's like so. And then we're doing for the emperor. I mean, you know what I mean. Actually, like so. Down it's supposed to be server reward. Up here it's also supposed to be server reward. Where else? Yeah, more or less all of these. Pretty sure the only place it's supposed to be types dot reward is for the client thing, the client facing thing. Local client current rewards. Types dot reward. It's basically just gonna be so I don't have to process it every single time someone asks for the rewards. I'll just have a variable on the server saving it, and then from there on, it's just gonna keep sending it back. Keep throwing it back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I might just disassemble a computer instead of doing this. This is starting to get to my head. But, you know, so far so good. What is brain doing? My brain is not working. Yes, rarity. I swear, if I'm spelling this wrong, I think I am. I think I'm spelling it right. I think I'm spelling it just fine. Hopefully. Amount in rarities do. Okay, so now it's gonna loop through them, right? And we're doing a for I equals 1 amount do. If amount is less or equal to 0, just in case, then continue. It's just so it doesn't crash, right? Because we would not like that. And let's see. we're actually going to throw this success error equals pcall, and then we're throwing the function in there. If not success, then warn wheel unexpected error, and then we're just throwing the error right there. And then we're saying wait time equals 3600, and then we're setting wait time to 1. And this is to make sure that if it fails, then it will keep trying to scramble itself up. But I'm not sure if I should have like a thing that counts how many times it's failed. Because if it fails too many times, then I kind of just want to abort it. I mean, is it really worth it at that point? You know what? That's actually a problem for future me to fix, right? So that is moving on. So for 5 times common, right? I will also say chosen indexes equals common, rare, and legendary, just so I make sure I don't accidentally choose the same thing twice. Because however much I'd like to see some kid get a full wheel of 150 gold or something like that, I think that might be cruel. I think that might be the definition of torture, actually. And luckily for everyone, we've already got a torture wheel. Just wrap someone on here, and wow, that's an idea for a future update. If you can like wrap a friend to that thing, make it more lucky, that would actually be kind of funny. Like, you know, go up to the whale and be like, "Hey, do you want to be my lucky charm?" And then someone goes, "Sure, why not?" And then you just strap him right up there. That might be interesting. That might be very interesting, actually. Oh, yes. That is, like, imagining that is gorgeous. I'm just going through a few settings on YouTube. I need to get better at just handling all the YouTube stuff, because there's not that many streams, so I'm just, you know, not really getting to know it that well. Okay, moving on, moving on. We should probably get these done before I starve to death, because I am feeling it now. I can kind of feel how I should have eaten like a few hours ago, but you know, I don't need food. Who needs food? I need a game that works. Okay, so the amount. It's going through it this amount of times. It's gonna find a. Could I add to the amount? Is that possible? Like, what if you know what? I'm gonna test something here. I'm gonna do a local. No, I'm not gonna do anything local. I'm gonna clear this thing first of all. I equals 1. And then actually, yeah, we're gonna do local amount equals 1. No, 30. And then say do and if I percentage sign 5 equals 0, then we say amount plus equals 1. And then we go print amount. So it should print like 34 or something, up to 34. There we go. That's probably better. Oh, yes! No! Yes? Maybe? I don't know. Print I. I'm supposed to print I, not amount. Okay, yeah, that does not work. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks because I was kind of riding on that working. Okay, we're gonna do a different thing, I think. Higher and higher we go. Dun 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 dun. Dum 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 dum. So this is Wonderland. Well, my dreams come true. This right here. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, that's the word combo. Someone just sent me a picture of their or they're not their breakfast. It looks like breakfast, but it's their I think it's their dinner. It's 3 strawberries, what looks like chicken, and syrup. And I don't get it. What? Why is there syrup? Why is there strawberries? Everything on that plate confuses me. Hold on, I gotta respond to this. All right, I'm okay. Well, that is weird. All right, moving on. I'm kind of trying to avoid this problem because it annoys me. So what am I gonna do here? I will go and say, shit. I'm gonna have to make a recurse thing. I'm gonna have to make a recurse function. Okay. Local function, find reward, right? Find of rarity. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. So we're gonna find a reward of rarity, and it's gonna be common or rare or legendary. I could just call this Barney Stinson, but I'm not allowed to do that. I don't think enough young kids would do that. Or sorry, I would understand that. My bad. Nobody would understand who Barney Stinson was. Or is. He's not dead. The actor, anyways. I don't know about Barney. He might be a little old, but dead, probably not. Unless he, got shot. I'd imagine the amount of women going after that guy. And wait, did he ever? No, he's picky. He was very picky. He didn't. He went exactly after the people he wanted to. Introduce to his house. If you know what I mean. Oh, it's not chicken, it's French toast. So that makes much more sense. Um I can't believe how much that looked like chicken. Hey, no, hold on. Am I thinking about chicken or pork chops? Pork chops, probably. How did I get that confused? I'm pork chop? Jesus. All right. No more of this. Okay. Find reward of rarity, and then it's gonna be common, rare, or legendary. So what I'm gonna do is random number equals math of random. I said random, and then we need two numbers because we don't just want a number in between. Huh. I should probably use the weight system, shouldn't I? I definitely should, shouldn't I? No, no, I shouldn't. Actually, that is entirely random. The items being chosen for the wheel are entirely random, but the spinning of the wheel, that's where it comes down, okay? Okay. That is perfect. That's perfect. It's going to choose a random number between 1 and the number of items within the array. So that's rewards dot actually, rarity, probably best idea. And now local rarity array equals this, and we do this, and then we say local random pick equals this. Wait. Oh, this, like so. And if not random pick or chosen indexes rarity random pick dot, oh shit, a name, there you go. Then so in the case that it fails, it's gonna do task.wait. It's gonna wait for a single frame to not crash anything, of course, and then it's gonna recurse itself. Find reward of rarity. There you go. It's gonna just keep going, right? And then whenever it does, oh, sorry, we should probably return it right here. And then whenever it does find something, it's gonna do it's gonna say chosen indexes. Chosen names? Like so. And then we're gonna do rarities random pick dot name equals true. There you go. So now we know that, damn it, don't put an accent on true. So now we've got the filter working. Now we just need to assign the value up here. We've got the chosen rewards. Insert chosen rewards. And we're going to insert the random pick. And then, now, see, now it chooses a bunch of random shit. Perfect. And then we do sanitize for client. I'm not sure if sanitize is the right word, but I feel like it works. Get rid of all the stuff you don't want there. Germs, whatever. So that's the word we're using. Sanitize. I am wondering though, what are we throwing in here? Probably throwing in right. So client data, And we're just gonna do the exact same thing here. We're just gonna do types dot reward. And this time it's on purpose. I'm doing this because I actually do want this watered down version of the rewards because it needs to be sent to the client, and I don't want anything getting out that I don't, you know, that I don't need on the client. No need for that. So client data, actually. Should I scramble this? I feel like I should scramble this. Scramble data, just so I don't have all the legendaries always ending up on the 8s and stuff like that. Someone just drove by with a pretty cool engine. It sounded pretty cool. Too bad I can't see it because I'm in a basement. Okay, scramble data, scramble data, scramble data. Brain, work. Local server data equals this and this and server reward. So what we're gonna do is chosen rewards. We're gonna take that. We're gonna do reward in do, and then actually I should probably do this and then that. Right. And then, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the funny part. I do not know what I'm talking about. Server data. Yes. So, if math.random is above 0.5, then do this. Then we're doing table.insert server data, and we're inserting the reward. Okay. Okay. If it is below 0.5. We're doing 0.55 because we are feeling lucky today, boys and girls. I feel like I shouldn't be making a roulette wheel. You know, it actually beats a lot of things in coding. I think the worst thing about coding is dates. Like it is so difficult to keep up with where everyone's from. And if you've got one server thinking it's one, like, you know, one time zone and another one acting like it's a different one, like you really gotta keep up with the UTC and everything, the UTC time. If you don't use UTC time, you're kind of screwed. Right. Well, so it was just decided, apparently, that they're adding, or well, not just decided, about 4 days ago, that they're adding another, like, they're going from having a 43 by 43 plot to having a 45 by 45 plot. Now, this might not seem like a big change, but someone did the math, and it's 176 tiles. And I coded the plant system for that game, and wow, I really hope they're not messing up the system, because Like, I mean, 176 tiles extra, that just sounds ludicrous. Like, I mean, the system's already having a hard time keeping up. Just because of the sheer amount of land that there is. And, table dot, how do I, like, push it in? Like, in the front instead? Because I feel like there should be a way, right? Right? Oh, yes. Insert. Oh, here it is. Um, we'll see. Yeah, that's unfortunate because they all do it in the same lame way, but I'm pretty sure I know a different way. You know what? I'm actually gonna try out my way because it sounds I know I saw it somewhere. Local, we're making a table, tab equals this, and it only contains 1, 2, 3, 4. It contains 4 numbers, right? And table.insert has the effect where it will insert a number at the end of the table, right? So if we go in and look, yeah, see, the 5th value is 2, but I don't want it at the end. Like, I want to scramble it, right? So I want to put it at the front instead. So what I'm gonna do here is I will table dot, is it unpack to get it out of a table? And then we do table dot pack, and it's gonna, I do I'm gonna do the value 12 in the front right there, and I'm gonna do tab equals, and look at that, look at that, look at that, it works. Boobity boobity. I'm not sure how expensive that is. I might calculate that later, but right now this is what we're using. Oh right, I should probably use the right table here. It is not happy. Now it's happy. It was because of the 12, right? Yeah, that makes sense. If it's not designed to take a number value, it doesn't take a number value. Like, that's just how that works. Oh shit, I shared the wrong link here. Right, good. Right, now that's the right link. Whoops. I'm very sorry if I disappointed some people, you know, seeing activity in the group that died out a while ago. I'm sorry, but I am desperate for viewers, someone to chat with, someone to talk to. I feel like talking to myself for too long will summon demons. I mean, But the I'm pretty sure the all right. So the server data it scrambles it right here, and then I need to translate it into client data so I can use that later. So client data is actually, you know what? I need the index from this one. So client data dot index equals well, reward, but reward dot claim equals nil. There we go. And that removes that. Oh, actually, might not be a good idea. I'm not entirely sure if doing this also removes it from this one up here. But you know what? Easy way to figure that out. Server data, client data. And we just fire up the game here. Reward name duplicate. We still have a duplicate. And we have a lot of errors. Okay, cool. So let's just start with the duplicate, right? 20 spins. Right, there are 2 of them. We need 1. There we go. See, I told you that system was going to work. I told you that system was going to be good or something. Anything, really? My brain froze. Oh, right. We are down here. As a matter of fact, I should probably be looking over here. Attempted index nil with 12,000 coins. 328. Oh, did I delete something? It's probably... I'm confused. Okay. Print, picking, rarity. Ah! See, now it's doing it again. It's doing it again. So rarity, legendary. Okay, so it's only complaining about legendary. I wonder why. Did I misspell legendary? What do you mean? I didn't like legendary, right? Legendary. What do you mean there's no value? What line? 319. Oh, come on. What? Chosen names, rarities. Rarities. I'm gonna sit down again. I almost launched myself out of the chair. Getting annoyed at that little shit. Oh, right. Index... Attempt to index number with claim callback. Okay, first of all, remove this thing. Claim callback is further down the list down here. Reward dot... Wait, what? I need to see the server data of this thing. I need to know what it's doing. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's nothing wrong with it. That's not a number. What? Come on. It's something that index number with... Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, sure. 353. Okay, so I'm assuming it's right here because I probably deleted a line. But that's... Oh, no, here. is that a number, though? Oh no. Okay, yeah, there's the N. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's when I pack and unpack everything. I should probably sanitize this one as well. Server data dot n equals nil. Well, I know. That's like the entire point. You know what? Fine. And this it has like an N, which is a number. Hello? They're not compa- I know they're not compatible. Shit. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, it's getting worse. Okay, so this method is I can't even silence this thing. I don't think I can silence this thing, can I? And you know what's funny? I know I'm right. I know it's in there. Uh Remove random n variable from previous step. I guess I gotta loop through it to make sure my thing doesn't cry. Um, in server data do if I equals n for some reason, then table dot remove server data. Is that even possible? Does it break when I do that? Actually, it's supposed to be breaking. But server data like that. I want to understand what is going on here. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Invalid argument number 2 to remove number expected gotcha string. No shit! You know what? I'm just popping this down here, hopefully. And if that works, I will be royally pissed because I can't get rid of that error. Oh my fuck. Oh no, it works. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Ha ha. Okay. So I guess this is just a problem now. I need to get rid of the N. If I want to scramble the deck, which I genuinely really want to do. Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? Temp array equals number or string equals server reward, like or number. Oh no, I changed the coloring of my keyboard. Hold on, there we go. Equals nothing. Okay, and we're gonna put this inside of a do, which is it creates another scope. I know that starts looking a little weird, but the idea here is that the temp array, I can just go into the temp array and say, because it's gonna accept that, right? It's gonna accept that, and then we do server data equals temp array, and shit. Here we go. We need another for loop. Oh, jeez. There we go. So this is basically, it's not going to be an array. This is going to be a hash map. And then it's going to translate it into... Yeah, it's gonna mix it. It's gonna mix it real good. And then it's gonna just dump it out the bottom. Coolio. What else? What else? What am I missing here? What is my brain not telling me? I think that's fine, right? See, that's what we're doing. That is exactly what we're doing. We're removing this because that's stupid. And now there's no more errors, which is a big point of mine. I don't like the errors happening because if errors happen, then I get sad. All right, so this is the server, this is the client. So let's look at the server. It's the other way around. It's not the other way around. Look, it's doing the thing. It's doing the thing. The thing I was hoping it wouldn't do. Yay, fuck. All right, lads. I think we're doing something different then. We need to clone the object. Which is easily done with this up here. Awesome. All right. We're doing this again. Yay. Local cloned object equals this. And then we're actually putting in the reward here and removing that. So now it's gonna unpack it, pack it again, and then we're gonna do cloned object.n equals nil. Thank you. Now go away. And then we're doing this again. We're doing client data, clone, actually the cloned object here. And we're doing cloned object. Perfect, that might do it. All right, so the top one up here has a claim callback feature. The bottom one is empty. The bottom one is empty. Why? Why is the bottom one empty? Come on! Cooperate, you damn fool! Oh. There's literally nothing there. Higher and higher we go. I don't get it. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. That was less than pleasant. Woo! That's not fun. Don't do that at home, kids. Okay, I have a feeling I know what's going on here. I'm gonna try it out in here. So, we've got tab again. And we've got tab equals table dot pack table unpack, and we're putting tab in there. And we're printing tab, right? So printing tab will give us exactly that, okay? But what if I put a function in here? Trent, which is a name I just thought of. Look at this. Well, first of all, Trent is gone. Not sure where he went. So that apparently is not the way that we're going to be cloning this object. Unfortunately. I do know, I'm 100% sure that I have a cloning utility. Probably not in this game, but in a different one, maybe. Let's see. Nope, I gotta go get it elsewhere, so I'm just gonna pop over here. I'm pretty sure I have it in this game. Miners in Tycoon. And yeah, I don't think I'm ever building a Tycoon again, guys. Like this was just a failure. Unfortunately. Nobody wanted, like half the people that played it didn't even know what to do. Also, the buildings are not perfect. They're not great, but they're the best I could muster. Right, utilities. Let's see. We have a utility folder down here. I literally only have one function in here. That's great. I'm grabbing that and running right back to this thing over here. Just gonna paste it in there. I'm like 90% sure this thing works. If not, then I'm kind of unlucky, but it's fine. Okay, so my little attempt at breathing water there didn't really go too well. So we're gonna do, actually, hold on. I should probably import the module first. Local utility equals require, and that's gonna be shared modules folder, right. And then we're gonna do utility clone table, and then we're doing reward. Remove that, and now we're gonna try it again. Oh, right, I should probably turn this thing back on. Top one has everything that it needs. Bottom one doesn't have the stuff that doesn't need. That is a success, and that is it for today, I believe, because my bladder is telling me to stop. And well, to be honest, turnout ain't great. Pretty sure I'm the only one in here. So speaking to myself, it's been a pleasure today. Hopefully this game's going to be out soon, but I am 90% sure it's not going to be, because there's a bunch of stuff I want to tweak and play around with. So if you're interested, hey, go ahead, leave a comment or something, and I'll probably have a few videos out whenever I feel like it. So, you know, don't wait around. For the 341 people that decided to subscribe to me, thank you. You'll not be getting any notifications because I don't do the notification thing on the videos. And for the rest of y'all, there's a subscribe button at the bottom. You are very welcome to click it. And you'll see the rest of the development of this game, the eventual release, and hopefully also a very good success story, which I am hoping to document right here. So, yeah. I hope I'll see you guys around, and till next time, auf Wiedersehen.